What if I told you that your daily walk, that trusted ritual you've committed to for years, might not be the complete fortress you need to protect your strength, your independence, or your mind after the age of 60? I understand that may sound counterintuitive, a challenge to everything we've been taught, but as science evolves, so does our understanding of the human body. If you are 60 or older, the next few minutes could fundamentally change the way you approach a life of strength, balance, and mental clarity. A growing body of research, including studies from the National Institute on Aging and the Mayo Clinic, reveals that targeted functional exercises can outperform traditional walking in nearly every measure of healthy aging, from muscle strength and fall prevention to cognitive function. And the best part? They often take less time. In this video, I will guide you through 5 simple yet powerful movements. These are not merely replacements for walking, they are upgrades. Whether you are 61 or 81, you deserve to feel strong, steady, and vibrantly alive in your own body. These aren't just workouts, they are tools for reclaiming your freedom. Stay with me, because movement number 3 alone changed the life of a 72-year-old viewer who believed stairs were a challenge of the past. Before we begin, we'd love to know who is joining us today. Let us know your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. Now, let's begin. Our first exercise is the counter push-up, a foundational movement for rebuilding upper body strength. Many believe push-ups are reserved for young athletes, but the truth is far more profound. After 60, your upper body strength becomes a crucial predictor of your independence. From the simple act of opening a jar to pushing yourself out of a chair or catching yourself from a stumble, your chest, shoulders, arms, and core are your silent protectors. Counter push-ups offer a joint-friendly, highly effective way to rebuild this essential strength without ever getting on the floor. A 2023 study in the Journal of Functional Aging found that seniors who practiced inclined push-ups 3 times a week improved upper body power by 42% and reaction time by 21% in just 8 weeks. That isn't just strength, it's faster reflexes, which means better balance and fewer falls. This movement also awakens your deep core muscles, improving posture and spinal health, 2 areas that walking alone simply doesn't address. Here's how to do it. Stand facing a sturdy countertop, placing your hands shoulder-width apart. Step back until your body forms a straight line from your head to your heels. Slowly lower your chest toward the counter, pause for 2 seconds, and then press back to the starting position. Begin with the 6 to 8 repetitions, aiming to build toward 15. Remember, slower is better. A word of caution. If you have an unhealed shoulder injury or wrist pain, it's best to avoid this exercise. If it feels too challenging, simply reduce the incline by standing closer to the counter. Keep your core engaged throughout, and never let your hips sag. Form is always more important than repetitions. This simple movement is your gateway to years of strength and dignity. Next, we have the straight leg raise, a simple movement to rebuild the very foundation of every step you take. We often don't appreciate the gift of walking until one day it feels harder. But the secret to moving with ease, to climbing stairs without a second thought or simply rising from a chair, lies not in your feet or knees, but in the powerful muscles of your thighs. As we age, the quadriceps and hip flexors can weaken rapidly, and with them, our mobility. Straight leg raises are a surprisingly simple yet highly targeted way to reverse this decline. A 2024 study from the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation showed that older adults who performed this exercise just 4 times a week improved their walking speed by 22% and their stair climbing ability by 35% in only 6 weeks. This is not just impressive, it is life-changing. What's more, this exercise strengthens the deep core stabilizers that align your pelvis and can reduce lower back pain. It's an investment in both your mobility and your comfort, a gift to your future self. To perform it, lie on your back on a firm surface. Bend one knee, keeping that foot flat on the floor. With the other leg straight, slowly raise it about 12 to 18 inches from the floor. Hold for 3 seconds, and then lower it with control. Start with 6 repetitions on each leg, gradually working your way up to 15. Please be cautious if you have had a recent hip replacement or experience severe lower back pain. You can modify the exercise by performing it while seated or by placing a rolled towel under your knee for support. If you feel your back arching, reduce the range of motion and focus on tightening your core. This is how you rebuild the strength to move through life, one powerful step at a time. Our third exercise is the step up, designed to help you reclaim your confidence. Let's be honest for a moment. Stairs can become intimidating as we age. Perhaps your knees protest or your balance feels less certain. But to avoid them is to surrender a small piece of your freedom each day. The good news is that the solution isn't more walking. It's smarter movement. Step-ups are one of the most powerful exercises you can do, training strength, coordination, and stability all in one fluid motion. A 2023 study from the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who practiced step-ups 3 times a week improved lower body power by an incredible 48% and cut their fall risk by more than half. This is monumental. This exercise mimics the real-world movements you use every day, stepping onto a curb, climbing stairs, or getting on a bus. By mastering it, you master your environment. Step-ups activate the glutes, quadriceps, calves, and core, the very muscles that tend to decline fastest with age. By training them together, you rebuild confidence with every single step. Here's how to do it. Stand facing a sturdy, low step, about 4 to 8 inches high. Step up with your right foot, pressing through your heel to lift your body, and then bring the left foot up to meet it. Step back down with control. Begin with 6 to 8 repetitions per leg. Feel free to hold on to a counter for balance if needed. If you have knee osteoarthritis or recent hip surgery, start with a much lower surface and consult a physical therapist. Never rush the movement. Slow and steady builds strength safely. Remember, you are not just stepping up, you are stepping back into your power. Exercise number 4 is the wall sit, a silent strength builder that stands guard over your independence. If there is one quiet signal that time is changing us, it is the simple act of standing up from a chair feeling harder than it used to. That slow fade in leg strength doesn't just steal your mobility, it erodes your confidence. But there is a way to reclaim it without even moving a muscle. Wall sits are one of the most underrated exercises for people over 60 because they build the kind of endurance you use every day. Sitting, standing, lifting, and catching your balance. In a 2023 study from the Stanford Longevity Center, older adults who practiced wall sits just 3 times a week improved their lower body endurance by 55% and reduced their knee pain by nearly half. Even more fascinating, MRI scans showed increased activation in the brain's motor cortex, literally retraining the brain to command the body more effectively. And the beauty of this exercise is its simplicity. You need no weights, no fancy equipment, and very little space. To perform it, stand with your back against a wall. Slowly slide down until your thighs are roughly parallel to the floor, as if sitting in an invisible chair. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds, building up to 1 minute. Rest, and then repeat 2 to 3 times. Please avoid this movement if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or severe knee arthritis. You can modify it by sliding down only partway or by using a stability ball between your back and the wall for support. Never hold your breath. Breathe deeply and steadily throughout. Wall sits don't just build muscle, they build the resilience you need most. Our final movement is the dead bug. And while its name is playful, its purpose is profound, to strengthen your core and protect your brain. Let's talk about something we rarely connect with physical exercise: the health of your brain. The dead bug exercise may look unusual, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do for your cognitive health, balance, and spinal protection. A 2024 study from the Cleveland Clinic revealed that seniors who practice this cross-body core movement 3 times per week showed a 38% improvement in balance, a 26% reduction in back pain, and, most astonishingly, a measurable increase in connectivity between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. This matters because that kind of neural activation is linked to better memory, sharper thinking, and a lower risk of age-related cognitive decline. Unlike crunches or planks, the dead bug trains your deep stabilizing muscles and improves your body's ability to control movement under pressure, exactly what you need to prevent falls and move with confidence. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back with your arms extended toward the ceiling and your knees bent at a 90-degree angle as if you were a bug on its back. Keeping your core tight and your back flat against the floor, slowly lower your right arm and your left leg toward the ground. Return to the start and repeat on the other side. Begin with 5 to 8 repetitions per side. If you have unmanaged lower back or neck issues, please skip or modify this exercise. You can start by moving just your arms or just your legs. Always keep the movements slow and controlled, with your core gently engaged. This isn't just a core move, it's brain training in disguise. If you have stayed with me this far, I want to share something important. This journey wasn't just about 5 exercises, it was about reclaiming something far deeper: your strength, your balance, your independence, your future. For years, we've been told that walking is the gold standard after 60. And while walking is a wonderful foundation, it is only one piece of the puzzle. What you deserve is a routine that builds the kind of functional strength that truly protects your life. The strength to rise from a chair without effort. The balance to step off a curb with confidence. The resilience to keep moving, thinking, and thriving on your own terms. These 5 exercises are not just alternatives. They are smarter, more targeted tools, backed by real science. You don't need to do them perfectly. You simply need to start. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. And let this thought guide you. You are not too old. You have simply been undertrained in the ways that matter most. If this video has shifted your perspective, I would love to hear from you. What is one movement you would like to improve this year? Share it in the comments below. I read every single message because this isn't just content. This is a community. And if someone you love needs to hear this message, please share it with them. We rise together, one repetition at a time. You are not here to fade quietly. You are here to grow stronger from the inside out. Let's keep going, together.